good. He's moving it. He's moving it. He's flexing it. Wrestling. Hits his legs while he's up in the air. You gotta talk to each other. Sorry, what? No, that's okay. What's up? I don't know. Okay. How's it going? Yeah, I barely got out of in front of the radio station. I was pretty well stuck. It took me 4 or 5 tries to get the car moving to get out of there. Nice.
Yes, you guys are all the time.
they're regular shoes and they lace up. The bottom, the sole of the shoe is like completely slick. And that's why I fell 4 times last winter. It's like, screw it. Yeah, exactly. So I'm not wearing them anymore, and they called me. Oh, you're ready for your next pair of shoes? And no, thank you, don't need them. I haven't worn the other ones for over a year. So I wear these slip-on tennis shoes that I got at Costco. So I wear those because they have some tread on the bottom. I don't fall in the ice. Right. Yeah. Okay, here we come. Sound check from the pit in Pocatello. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Sound check from Pocatello. That sounded long. Sound check, take 2 from Pocatello. Take 2. Test 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Take 2. Third quarter's got about 2 minutes left, so I'll call you back here in a little bit. All right, thanks. Lyle's going to make it. scored 2 points the whole quarter. John, they've only scored 2 points the whole quarter.
Very physical out there. They're frustrated. Pocatello's very frustrated.
Get out of there. 3 seconds. Nice. Lyle's uncle. That's John. And there's Lyle. Bring this back over here. Hello, sir. How was the drive? How was the drive?
Okay. This truly quarter 3 of JV. Guess I made it earlier than I thought.
They just, Pocatello just scored 2 points the entire third quarter.
Wow. Yeah, I like the JV score. There you go, Bryce. Well, I'll go sit with Uncle Steve for a while then.
Okay. That'll, there's an exclamation point for you.
Right at the buzzer, too. Impressed with Wadsworth. Derek Wadsworth.
Outscored him 17-2 in the quarter.
Now, Carson, Mason would be, he's gone out to
Yeah.
get with the Larson.
Just about to say, they're not going to tee him up for that.
That was their fifth foul. That should have been a two-shot foul, plus the technical. Maybe that was.
I don't know. Does that count as a team foul? should, as far as I know. I mean, even though he's on his own, you still have to sit and listen to the game later before he leaves. It's not like you don't have 2 chances to listen to it. It's his sponsor. I don't know why he forgets. It's his account. I guess we'll go ahead and take it. Lyle's on his way up. So.
That's good.
It's time for more great local high school sports action. We'll join the My Local Radio Sports Network coming up in 20 seconds from Mark. Everything is set. We're ready for another great sports broadcast on the My Local Radio Sports Network. Coming up in 10 seconds from Mark. Enjoy what should be another great broadcast coming up in 5 seconds from Mark. The following is a wholly owned production of Cook Brothers Broadcasting. It's time for Preston Indian Sports. This game is a Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team presentation on FM 105.5 and AM 1340 KACH and on mylocalradio.com. This is the Polar Bear pregame show. Coming up, we'll have details on the upcoming game. We'll visit with the coach, and we'll look at the other games going on around the area. It's all on the Polar Bear pregame show. The Polar Bear is back and better than ever. Grab some for lunch today or stop by after the game. Polar Bear Burgers and Shakes on State Street at the south end of the city of Preston. Well, a very pleasant good evening, everybody, and welcome to another night of Preston Indian basketball. As tonight, the Preston Indians are here in Pocatello as they will take on the Pocatello Thunder here this evening, and we are certainly glad to have you along with us here for the game tonight. Dan Hubbard, Lyle Fuller with you as well here this evening. John Beverly back in the studio. We also have John Slaughter here with us on scene here in Pocatello tonight as well as the JV team. The JV game just finished as Preston knocks off the Pocatello JV team by about 27 points here tonight. So we're about ready to get the varsity team on the floor and get ready for tonight's game. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back. Lyle will join me, and so will John Slaughter, as we'll get into the news and notes surrounding tonight's game We'll do all that as we continue after this on a Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Group presentation of Preston Indian basketball on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Are you looking to buy or sell a home but confused where to even begin the process? Come to the most trusted and longest established real estate group in Franklin County with Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team.
We've been a proud part of this community since 1979 when my dad, Scott Beckstead, began here in Preston. Since our founding, we've come to know the importance of honesty and promoting a community of giving back. Contact me, Bailey Beckstead, and our team at Beckstead Real Estate for all your real estate needs, buying, selling, or renting.
Crumble Cookies, the nation's fastest growing cookie company, is here in the Cache Valley, offering freshly baked cookies for carryout, delivery, or curbside pickup. Just download the Crumble app or visit their website.
If you haven't been to Woodward's Country Store lately, you are missing out. As proud supporters of Westside and Preston High School athletics, we're here to fuel your day and support our wonderful community. Fill up your tank, grab a delicious sandwich, and get everything you need for life's little adventures. Woodward's Country Store, where convenience meets quality and community spirit.
105.5 FM KACH.
I'm Dan Keller, Mayor of Preston, and we are Preston Proud and Idaho Strong.
Hi, I'm Jay Butters with Alta Bank, and we are Preston Proud, Idaho Strong.
Hi, this is Lyle Fuller with the Fuller & Fuller Law Firm, and we are Preston Proud and Idaho Strong.
Hi, I'm Larry Morrison with Evergreen Financial Partners. We are Preston Proud and Idaho Strong.
105.5 KACH. We're Preston Proud, Idaho Strong, serving Franklin County and beyond.
Since 2005, North Star's Ultimate Outdoors has been Cache Valley's source for fun and adventure. It's here you can find the biggest selection of snowmobiles, ATVs, utility vehicles, and handheld power equipment from the brand names you know, such as Steel, Polaris, and Yamaha. The professionally trained staff at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors of Preston has what it takes to get you out on the nation's leading brands. The best deals in the best town. North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. It's where the fun starts. 777 North State Street, Preston. And welcome back to the pit here in Pocatello. Time for our news and notes segment for tonight's game, brought to you by North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. Get ready for your next outdoor adventure at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors on State Street at the north end of the city of Preston. Lyle Fuller, John Slaughter both join me here on the broadcast tonight from Pocatello. Guys, it's finally that time. It's our first look at Pocatello here in this season.
Yeah, we know they're really good. They were good last year and brought their main guys back. They're ranked number 1 in the state coming in. Great opportunity here for the Indians. Try to pick up a road win against a district opponent, which would be huge in the race to get home court advantage in the district tournament to come. So great opportunity tonight for the Indians.
And other than Hillcrest, you know, Pocatello's been looking forward to this game too. They want to prove that they're in the number 1 position, so they're gonna put this game up first, and it's first and foremost on their mind also.
Yeah, they come in ranked number 1 in the coaches poll and in the newly released media poll, which just came out yesterday, Lyle.
Yeah, and you know, of course, Hillcrest has won the last 2 state championships, and they return Isaac Davis and a lot of their good players. But Hillcrest's record is a little misleading. I think they're about 6-6, and so they're ranked number 2 right now. But a lot of their losses have been to out-of-state powerhouse type teams.
Right.
I don't think there's any doubt Hillcrest will be right there at the end of the season, battling for a state berth and maybe a state championship. But great opportunity tonight, as we talked about. You know, Bowie, of course, comes back for Pocatello. Their big center, Ontiveros, is back. And they just returned a strong squad, and they're off to a great start with 11 wins like Preston.
John, we talk about Pocatello. Lyle mentioned him a couple of times. You have to start with the returning player of the year last year in 4A, Julian Bowie.
Yeah, and it's going to be hard for any team to find one player to match up with him. He was a highly recruit from a number of teams. Right. He chose to go to Boise, but he's a very explosive and a very talented player.
Yeah, not just an athlete, highly skilled.
Right. Preston has 4 good players outside as well, and it's going to be interesting to see how Preston's 4 strong players will match up against Bowie and how they use Bowie defensively against them.
Yeah, Bowie goes about 6'3". Last year, Preston's guards went about 6 foot, 6 foot, 6'1". We're bigger this year across those wing positions, so it'll be interesting to see if maybe we can slow down Bowie a little bit.
Yeah, we're bigger and quicker. I really think that our speed and agility has really improved this year on this year's team. And it's going to be real interesting to see just how Coach Jones is able to move the players around to confuse Bowie and some of the other players.
Now, these two teams now have met going back to 2006. They've met 50 times. And Preston holds a small margin in that, 31 to 19 overall. But Pocatello's won the last 6 in a row.
Yeah, it seems like it's been a while, especially since the Indians have got a win here in this gym. Last year, some of our fans may remember Bowie hit a last-second shot at Preston for Pocatello to win down at our gym. You know, I think Preston's looking at it like maybe it's our time to break through here.
And I agree with that because I really think that Preston's up for this game tonight. And the thing of it is, if we can get the second game at home, that'll also be a boost for us to get the second game. If we can get this one tonight, it's going to be a big boost.
We'll take a timeout. We'll come back. We'll talk to Coach Jones in the Coach's Corner. This is a Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team presentation of Preston Indian basketball on My Local Radio Sports Network.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
When you think of a medical center's vital signs, you think of a monitor beeping. Today, Franklin County Medical Center is sharing a new set of vital signs. They're the vital signs of a growing hospital. Our new medical office building is now home to the care you depend on. You'll visit us here for primary, specialty, and walk-in care. Franklin County Medical Center has been a vital part of the region's healthcare since 1929, right in your neighborhood.
When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric. It's what we do.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you'll be appreciated. It's even better to know that you can get everything you need, quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciates every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car or truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in where you'll be treated like a friend. 17 South State Street, Preston.
At Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency, we aren't just protecting things with walls and wills, we're protecting people, because everything and everyone that is important to you is important to us. This is Brittany and Braden Smith, your local Farm Bureau agents, celebrating another wonderful year here in Franklin County as your trusted insurance advisors. Whether it's home, auto, life, commercial, or farm insurance, we are here for you. Give us a call at 208-852-2364 or just stop by our office at 33 South 1st East in Preston to see how we can make insurance simple for you.
It's the goal in everyone's life to reach financial independence and security. Evergreen Financial Partners in Preston can help with strategies to assist in those goals. They will design a plan to suit you, whether it be for your family, home, or current or future investments. Evergreen Financial Partners can help with life insurance, long-term life, 401ks, retirement plans, or mutual funds. Contact the experts at Evergreen Financial and let them put a plan together for you. Find them at 41 West 1st South in Preston or go online to set your appointment at evergreenfinancialpartners.net. Evergreen Financial Partners, your first step to financial security. And we welcome you back to the Polar Bear pregame show here from the pit in Pocatello as it's time to step into the Coach's Corner, brought to you by Evergreen Financial Partners, as we'll talk to Tyler Jones here as we get ready to take on the Pocatello Thunder here tonight. You know, I guess thinking about it, there's probably 4-6 games just circle on the schedule at the beginning of the year, and this is certainly one of them.
Yeah, for sure. All season, you prepare and you play the preseason and you get ready for your conference play. And last year we had battles, 5 games. Went to the final game to see who went to the state tournament. We beat them once and a couple times had them right there to the last shot, and had some great battles. And they went on and played in the state championship, and we were left home. And now tonight we start round 1 of probably 4 or 5 more rounds again this year, and I'm excited for our young team. We graduated 4 starters last year. Pocatello returns 4 starters, and our young team, they've grown up, I think, in the first 14 games of the season. We've seen a big jump each game, and I'm excited to where they're at and what they can become, more importantly. And tonight we'll see, early on where we stack up against Pocatello.
Now, you talk about young teams. That's kind of what these guys have been the last few years. You look at their roster, it hasn't changed much over the last couple of years.
No, you look, Bowie's obviously, the player of the year last year in Idaho, been there for 4 years. Vaughn, this is his 3rd year, and you go down the list. Very experienced team, confident team, and definitely a tough task for us tonight coming into the pit, their home court. And but I think our kids are up to the challenge. They're excited, and our kids are confident too. They've been playing some good basketball, and this will be good to see how we stack up with them tonight.
You had a good warm up against Blackfoot on Saturday. A nice win over there. A scrappy team. You really had to concentrate and really play tough against a tough team to help you get ready for tonight.
Yeah, that's been the other nice thing, these road games, getting all these road games in a row to prepare us for this. And Blackfoot's always a tough test up there, and scrappy and physical, and that's what we're going to see more of tonight. They're going to get after you. It's going to be physical. They're going to rebound hard, and that should prepare us for tonight, definitely.
If there's ever a game where you need scoring out of multiple individuals, this is probably it.
Definitely. And we have, 4 guys that are, around 9 points or above on the year, and we're going to need a collective effort tonight, not one guy. We got to move the ball, hit the open guy. We're going to have to hit some shots, and I really think it's going to come down to defensively. Bowie's going to get points. He's too good of a player. But we just can't give him the easy ones. Make him earn them, make him take a lot of shots. And then what makes them good, though, are their role guys, and they're all very good at what they do. And we've got to do a good job on those guys, not let them have the easy looks. And if we can contain all of them and he gets a bunch, we're going to have a chance. But if he gets his and they all get some, then it's going to be a real tough. So got to be defensively got to be solid, and then we got to rebound tonight.
Can you afford to slide somebody over to kind of double team and put an extra body on Otaveros to try to keep him off the board?
Yeah, with his length, 6'10", and he gets every rebound down around the basket. And if he catches on the block or gets a rebound, he's going to score. So we've got to get real physical with him. Titan's strong enough. He's just got to use his body, and he's got to go meet him, because if he gets it down there, he's going to score. So we got to be physical, and the problem is if you get too many on him, then you're leaving the, Bowie, and then the other guys can all shoot it. Smith, Vaughn, Contreras. So that's what's hard about this team. There are no weaknesses. So we're just going to do our best, stay in front, and contest shots, and rebound. If we do that, we're going to have a chance.
The other advantage they have is this coming here to play in the pit is a lot like playing at home. These people come out and they support their team.
Yeah, always a great atmosphere here. They'll pack the place. Big home court advantage. They play really well at home like we do, and that's what makes these games fun. Though I was thinking back last year, watched some film from the tournament last year, and just the crowds were amazing. Packed house, and that's what high school basketball is about. Getting packed gyms, rivals going at it, and that's what I'm excited about. Tonight, if we win, yeah, it's great. It puts us in a good spot. If we lose, it doesn't mean anything. It's one game, and we want to see early on here how we match up and as we go forward, because we're going to play them a few more times here before the season's over.
Well, it is the conference opener. It is an important game, like you said. It's just one of several to come here over the next few weeks.
Yep, for sure. And that's kind of the fun part, as you can see what went well this time and make your adjustments as you go, kind of like a series. So it's gonna be fun, great time of year, and as we get ready for them today and Century next week.
Best of luck.
All right, thank you.
That's Tyler Jones with us on the pregame show. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back with more right after this.
Discover your ultimate escape at Day Mountain Ranch. Come enjoy our upscale lodges, perfect for family reunions and corporate retreats. Unwind, bond, and make memories that last in one of our luxury cabins. Host your dream wedding on our secluded property, perfect with a captivating nature backdrop. Or join our gun club. Rent or bring your own firearms and master your skills in private classes or dynamic group sessions at our premier state-of-the-art private gun range up to 2,200 yards. Your outdoor adventure and retreat begins at Day Mountain Ranch, 77 South Spring Creek Road, Preston, Idaho. Reserve your spot now at dmrresort.com.
Looking for unique ideas to promote your business? How about something for that special gift, celebration, team sport, vacation, or family outing? DeMarie's Vinyl Designs can design and produce items for any occasion, male or female, with the highest quality merchandise and procedures that will not fade, peel, or wear out. Check out her store on Etsy at etsy.com/shop/DeMarie's Vinyl Designs.
Hi, my name is Penny Wright, born and raised in Preston. I am your local Medicare agent. I am here to give you the knowledge you need so you can make an informed and wise choice for your Medicare needs. Call me at 208-852-2367 if you're turning 65 or have any Medicare questions.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
And welcome back to the Polar Bear pregame show. The Polar Bear is back and better than ever. Try it for yourself at the south end of the city of Preston. Time to take a look at other games going on tonight. Kind of a limited schedule of other games. A look at the other games brought to you by Naylor Insurance for home, health, life, and auto. Stop by and find out how much you can save at Naylor Insurance, 223 North State Street in Preston. Well, with Preston and Pocatello meeting tonight, the other conference team, the Century Diamondbacks, they hit the road this evening as they will go to Thunder Ridge. Other games tonight include Madison at Blackfoot. It'll be Skyline taking on Bonneville. Idaho Falls hits the road as they'll go south on the 15 down to Shelley. Snake River will be at South Fremont. Soda Springs is also on the road. They make the short trip over to take on Grace. Burley goes to Mountain Home. Wood River will be at Canyon Ridge. Bishop Kelly will take on Caldwell tonight. Buell goes to Kimberly, and Ridgeview will be at Valley View. And that you look at other games around the state tonight. Kind of a limited schedule here on this Wednesday, but it's all brought to you by Naylor Insurance. For home, health, life, and auto, stop by and see how much you can save. It's Naylor Insurance at 223 North State Street in Preston. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back to the pit here in Pocatello. The Indians and the Pocatello Thunder just minutes away. The starting lineups and the opening tip-off for tonight's game are coming up. It's all next on FM 105.5, AM 1340 KACH, mylocalradio.com, and, of course, on the My Local Radio Sports Network. We'll take a timeout, and we'll be right back.
We all have those times in life where having insurance has been a great comfort in helping to make a bad situation better. Naylor Insurance takes pride in being that friend there to help you when you need it the most. Serving the community since 1978, Naylor Insurance is proud to represent a number of carriers to fit your insurance needs. Stop by our new location, 223 North State Street in Preston.
When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric. It's what we do.
Across the FM airwaves, we're heard at 105.5. On the far-reaching AM dial, we're at 1340. And on the internet at mylocalradio.com. Wherever you find us, we are KACH, Preston, Smithfield, Logan.
It's time for Preston High School Sports. Today's game is brought to you by Beckstead Real Estate, the real estate experts for Franklin County and beyond. Day Mountain Ranch, relax, retreat, recharge. Crumble Cookies, bringing friends and family together over the world's best cookies. Magnolia Road, ladies, stop in and update your wardrobe today. Puppy Steps Training, Northern Utah and Southern Idaho's premier board and puppy training facility since 2011. Butterfly Express Essential Oils in Clifton, where quality doesn't have to be expensive. West Motors, your only stop for newer used cars in Preston and in Logan. Stokes Market True Value, with the freshest meat and produce in Preston. Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and surrounding communities since 1925. Ralph's Construction, building homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. I Care for You, not just a name, but a commitment. Franklin County Medical Center, with the finest care in all of the Cache Valley. Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. We have all the parts you need to keep your car running strong. Naylor Insurance, your local agent for home, health, life, and auto. North Stars Ultimate Outdoors. Get ready for your next outdoor adventure at North Stars Ultimate Outdoors in Preston. Evergreen Financial Partners. When planning your future, trust the experts at Evergreen Financial Partners in Preston and now in Pocatello. Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. Don't leave the things that matter to you to chance. Call Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency today. Northern Title, the trusted name in the tri-state area. And by Papa J's Deli and Jerky in Clifton. This broadcast is made possible through an agreement of Preston Broadcasting LLC and Preston High School, and is a production of Preston Broadcasting LLC. This game is intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Any rebroadcast or reproduction of this broadcast without express written consent of Old West Media is strictly prohibited. We welcome you back to the pit in Pocatello as it's about time to play some basketball here tonight as the Preston Indians take on the Pocatello Thunder. It's the conference opener for both teams here tonight. For the Preston Indians, coming off a great win on Saturday at Blackfoot, they've upped their record to 11-3. Pocatello is 11-2. Lyle, there are 4 teams in high school basketball in the state of Idaho. 2 of them are in the 1A division. The other 2 are Preston and Pocatello, and they'll meet here tonight.
Yeah, that's a great start to the season, obviously, to race out to 11 wins already. And, neither team is going to be satisfied with terms of Preston and Poca. They both have their sights set on postseason success as well, but it just speaks to a great matchup tonight that we have.
It's maybe snowy and cold a little bit outside, but stay with us because things are going to get exciting and warm inside the pit here in Pocatello very shortly. Starting lineups, the usual 5 tonight for the Preston Indians. Titan Knapp, Reggie Larson, Jake Schumann will also get a start tonight as well. Cruz Harris coming off a new season high on Saturday against Blackfoot of 24 points. And Drew Jones, his outside shooting ability will be very important tonight.
Yeah, for sure. And, the Indians have been getting off to a good start at home. Let's see if they can maybe replicate that on the road with a good, strong start.
As they start to turn off the lights and fire up the spotlights here in Pocatello, as they'll time to meet the starting lineup here tonight for the Pocatello Thunder. Oddly enough, kind of a small crowd, not on this side, the paying side, but on the student section side, very few Pocatello students here tonight.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if that's weather related or just what that is, but I would expect a little bigger crowd tonight, to be honest.
Especially,
go ahead.
Just especially with the student body, they usually take up that center section. Preston students are on our right, and the band is on the left. But there's some bare spots over there.
For the Pocatello Thunder, the 6'3 senior Julian Bowie, the 4A Player of the Year a year ago, will start tonight. Dre Contreras, a 6' senior, will start tonight as well. Kessler Vaughn, who seems like he's been here since the Carter administration. He's a 6' senior. He'll start tonight as well. Parker Smith, a 6' senior. He'll get a start. And Gage Ontiveros will start tonight as well, as they will start 5 seniors tonight against the Indians.
Yeah, 5 seniors, and Ontiveros, of course, the big guy at 6'10". Last year, Tate Hess for the Indians had good success against Ontiveros. We'll see if Cruz Harris can use his quickness and athletic ability to get around him, maybe in the post.
Titan Knapp, big and strong. He's going to have to be able to play inside against the 6'10" Ontiveros. So here we go. It'll be Cruz Harris to jump against Ontiveros as we welcome you here to Pocatello. Sit back and enjoy. It's time for Preston Indian basketball here tonight. As the toss is controlled easily by Ontiveros in the backcourt as Julian Bowie goes back to chase it down. He gets it up into the front court, gives it to Contreras, to Vaughn. A little bit of a 3-man weave as Kessler heads it on the angle left, gets it over to Smith. Knocked away from him, but Bowie able to come over and pick it up. They get it down in the block to Ontiveros. Tries to turn on Knapp, kick it back outside to Contreras as they'll throw it out of bounds.
I like that defensive start. Knapp held his ground against Contreras, didn't let him bully him down and back him down close to the hoop.
Interesting matchup is with Schumann against on Bowie tonight, too, so that's going to be an interesting matchup.
Jones up in the front court for the Indians. So on the right side, now back up top, it comes back to Knapp. Get it back to Larson, back out top to Jones. He'll pop a 3 immediately and hit it.
That's what we need is Jones to start us off, shooting on that outside guard, getting that outside shot going.
The big change is, last year they always used Bowie on Jones as Vaughn drives the middle, kick it over to Bowie from the left corner. A 3 of his own is good.
Yeah, that one was wide open. The Indians don't want to give him open threes for sure.
Jones back up in the front court, 3-3 tie, a minute in here to the first quarter. Schumann, free throw line extended left, back out top to Jones. Comes around the screen. Ontiveros pops way out on him. Now retreats back to his spot, comes back to Schumann. Down low on the right block, back outside to Jones.
Would have liked to have seen Schumann drive it. He had the smaller Vaughn on him.
Jones will turn. Little jumper from about 12 is good.
Jones gets the first 5 points of the game for the Indians.
Bowie back up in the front court for the Indians. For the Thunder, I should say. Goes to Vaughn, back down low on the block. It's Ontiveros off the glass and in.
See, in that time, Knapp let him get too deep. Ontiveros caught it right on the right low block, just able to turn up over that left shoulder and up and in.
It's a 5-5 tie here in the first quarter. 6:11 left here in the first. As it comes back to Jones, back over on the left side, all the way over. It's Larson, a 3 from the right corner. That's no good. Vaughn's got the rebound. He'll bring it quickly back up the floor. Vaughn driving all the way, goes around Jones from the right block, goes down, comes back out, and there's Knapp for the rebound and a foul on Ontiveros.
Yeah, he came straight over Jones's back.
Yeah, good shot there by Larson from the corner. He was open, let it fly, just in and out.
So first foul of the game goes against Gage Ontiveros. Here's Schumann back up in the front court for the Indians. Back on the left side, it goes to Jones as he tries to bring it back out top. Jones walks the ball across the top of the key, goes back to Larson, back over on the right side. Now back to Knapp, way out away from the basket. Bowie pops out on him as it comes back to Harris. Tries to drive. As Ontiveros picks him up, switch as Bowie has him down low. The reverse layup is no good. Knapp grabs the rebound, puts it back up, and he's fouled.
Great job by Knapp rebounding in the early going here.
Who's the foul going to go on? It's going to be against Ontiveros, and 2 minutes into the game, he's got a couple of fouls.
Yeah, definitely something to keep an eye on. Coach Green will probably pull him here with 5:13 to go in the first quarter.
As going over to check in, it's Isaiah Leonard, a 6'5 senior, as he will replace Ontiveros, who goes over to the bench. First quarter of tonight's game brought to you by Northern Title, the trusted name in the tri-state area, as Knapp hits them both. 7-5. Preston on top. 3 minutes in here to the first quarter. Out top, Contreras wants to drive, lays it up and in. Got it around Larson. That's a heck of a play.
Yeah, Larson closed out that a little too aggressively. Let Contreras go right by him on the jab step dribble.
Harris now with it. Top of the key. Little crossover dribble on Smith. Goes and puts up over Smith. The ball spins down and comes back out as the rebound's off to Leonard. They'll get it back to Contreras quickly back up in the front court. Vaughn has it in the left corner, doesn't shoot it. Contreras wants to drive, a little runner. That's no good. He goes down, no whistle. As quickly it goes back up in the front court as Larson pops a three. As no good. Schumann over the back trying to get the rebound.
Yeah, that was a good call by the official. Schumann did come up way up over the top.
So the ball goes back over to the Thunder. First team foul against the Indians. 2 team fouls here in the quarter against the Thunder. 4:21 left and a 7-7 tie as Bowie wants to drive all the way as they're going to get a blocking foul on Jones.
A little bit of a late whistle. Preston can slide their feet and get in front of him and just go ahead and take that charge. Easier said than done with a player as skilled as Bowie.
He did take a couple of big steps, and he's at full speed. And he able to pick up the first free throws. He makes that one. He has 4 points in the game. And Pocatello has their first lead as it's 8-7. Bowie makes them both, and it's 9-7. So 9-7. Preston has the ball back. 4:05 to play here in the first. Jones a three-pointer, a little bit short as a rebound and a whistle on the rebound.
It's going to be on Knapp.
It's going to go against the Indians. Knapp and Bowie got kind of tangled up trying to fight for that rebound. And Titan Knapp draws his first foul. Quickly, that's 3 team fouls now on the Indians. As they get the ball into Bowie, he'll bring it up the floor.
With Ontiveros out of the game, Carson Winter comes in to spell Knapp.
That's the usual replacement. That's now see how the Indians go able to field with that. As the shot by Kessler is no good. Harris has the rebound quickly up the floor all the way. Throws it up off the glass. Kind of a wild shot from Cruz.
Yeah.
And the rebound comes to Leonard, but he traveled as he fell back on his wallet when he got back on both feet. So a traveling violation. Preston will keep the ball with 3:40 to play. They get it in as Winder standing all alone down there on the block. Kicks it back out to Larson. That's no good. Rebound is off to Contreras. Quickly up in the front court. It comes back to Vaughn. Back on top to May just into the game. Three-pointer put up there. That's short by Leonard, and it goes out of bounds. And Contreras is going to come back into the game here as Leonard now will leave. Kind of an ill-advised three, and Joe Green quickly just pulls him out of the game.
Well, Contreras, Vaughn, and Hunter May in the game, they're all about 6 foot 5'11". Some of our wing guys will have an advantage if they can find it.
Harris has it at the right elbow, gets it back outside. Now back to Larson, back out top to Winder. He'll hand it back to Harris, who now will back it back out as Smith follows him outside. Try to lob it inside. Winder has it and he puts in the rebound as he got it around Bowie.
Nice play by the Indians that time on a pick and roll type play.
9-9 tie in the game. Here comes Bowie again, back down low, got it to May, kick it back in the corner to Vaughn. His three is no good. Schumann has the rebound. Then Vaughn takes it back away, tries to put it back up, missed the layup. Bowie took a swat at it, missed it. Here's come the Indians back up in the front court. Harris to Schumann, little runner in the lane. That's no good. Gets his own rebound. Put back is in.
That's the key, is they're going to have to rebound, especially on the offensive boards tonight against this team.
So 9-11, Preston has a lead, 2:20 to play. A couple of lead changes here in the first quarter already. Smith at the left elbow. He'll hold it there. Gives it back to Bowie. Bowie. Back and forth dribble, now wants to drive, lay it back off. Good no-look pass as it's down to Parker Smith for the easy layup.
Now they brought the double team that time. Bowie read it just right, dumped it off.
Tied again at 11 as we go under 2 minutes to play here in quarter number one. Schumann back to the top of the key. Looks down low, can't go there, so he'll bring it back out top to Jones. Started to penetrate, now pulls it back out, comes around the screen. Contreras right on him as Jones throws it off the glass. That's no good, and the rebound is taken away, picked up there by Hunter Bowie, the 5'11 junior. Quickly up to Bowie in the front court. He drives. Nope. As it goes back in the corner as Parker Smith wants to drive and a charge.
Yeah, Jones kind of started falling before the contact, but they did call the offensive foul. He did have possession.
So nice play by Jones to draw the personal foul. Minute and a half left here in quarter number one. We're tied at 11. 3 team fouls against each side. As up in the front court, they get it. Harris has it down on the right block. Gets cut off there by Smith. Back to Schumann. Schumann wants to go up. Tevin Williams into the game now for the Thunder. As Harris holds it, can't get a shot. Give it back to Winder. Winder goes up. Smith fakes the flop. Winder missed one. Winder missed 2 layups.
Right at the rim. Too bad.
Can't afford to miss those tonight. Comes back up in the front court to Contreras. Back to Bowie all the way. Missed the slam dunk. Taken away there by the Indians as it comes down to Larson. He'll get it back up in the front court as it comes to Schumann. Schumann looks up the right side. Good fake. Now he wants to drive. Fall away jumper in the paint. No good. As Hunter May has the rebound. He'll push back the other way. 3-on-3. So he'll stop, pull it back out. Comes back over in the corner. That's Williams for 3 and hit it.
A nice clean shot in the corner.
Yeah, no hesitation from Williams on that shot.
14-11. Pocatello with a lead. That's our 3rd lead change here in the first quarter. Winder has it at the top of the key. Just 15 seconds left in the quarter. Shot clock is off. Comes back to Larson. A 3 for the tie. That's no good. It's just a little bit long as Contreras has the rebound with 7 seconds. Get it back up in the front court as it comes to Bowie with 4, with 3. He dribbled off Schumann's foot with 2, with 1. He's not going to get there in time as he tried to go for the layup, and the clock ran out just before he got there. So for Pocatello, they will lead as we are done with the first quarter here tonight. We'll go to the second. It's 14-11, Pokey on top on this Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team presentation of Preston Indian basketball on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
Protecting buyers and lenders in Cache Valley for over 40 years, Northern Title is the trusted name in the tri-state areas of Idaho, Utah, and Wyoming. The staff at Northern Title in Preston protect you from unknown complications like access issues, unpaid taxes, hidden liens, or easement restrictions. Choose the right title company. Choose to close with Northern Title of Preston. Good deeds done daily. Call today at 208-852-5700.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
So 1 quarter in the book. Kind of frantic up and down action as Pocatello leads by 3.
Yeah, both teams really playing hard. Onavero's still on the bench with those 2 fouls, but Dan, that first quarter, Preston shot the ball exceptionally poorly. Had they even had a normal shooting quarter, they'd have a nice lead. Preston went 4 for 17 in that first quarter on 2s and 3s. So look for hopefully better shooting percentage here in the second quarter.
Second quarter brought to you by Butterfly Express Essential Oils. As Jones has it down in the right corner, bounce it to Harris. Smith there guarding him on the right block, wants to turn inside, body by Smith a couple of times, back outside, the ball comes to Jones. 16 on the shot clock, back outside, it comes to Coulter Moffitt into the game for the first time. Back to Schumann, Moffitt has it again in the right corner, shot clock down to 8. Moffitt wants to drive, gets trapped inside, his pass is intercepted by Smith, it comes to Bowie, back to Contreras, back up in the front court. Gives it back to Bowie, now back to Contreras again, lines up a 3, no good, as Winder able to chase the rebound down in the left corner. So quick end-to-end action to start the second quarter, and both teams miss makeable shots as it comes back to Schumann, drives on Vaughn, left block, lay it up and in.
Like to see him do more of that. He's got about 3-inch size advantage on Vaughn.
The idea is to keep Bowie away from the ball on defense so he doesn't have to work quite so hard.
Yep.
Vaughn, top of the key. Swing it back to Bowie as he comes to meet it on the angle right. Holds it there, drives, pulls back, three-pointer from straight away, in, out, stays out. As Schumann had it, went down, ball loose in front of the Preston bench, and it's going to be a held ball that's going to go back to Pocatello.
Guys laying out Superman style, going to grab that loose ball. Good hustle.
Schumann was in such a hurry to get going back the other way, he stumbled. So Reggie Larson will come back in for the Indians, and Carson Winder will go back to the bench.
Indians need to get their leading scorer, Larson, going. He's 0 for 4 from the field so far here in the game.
Contreras has it back to the top of the key. Holds it there, gives it back to Bowie. Bowie driving, weaves his way through traffic, missed again from a short distance, and the rebound is off to Jones for the Indians. Up in the front court comes to Larson. Back down to Moffitt on the right block. Drop step, tries to go up, missed it, and Bowie's got the rebound there as it comes quickly back up to Vaughn, driving on Jones and runs over him, and it's going to count. It's a blocking foul on Jones.
Well, I didn't agree with that one.
Well, Jones starts to drop before that the player gets there, and so if they see him falling back, they're going to call that on a blocking foul. They're not going to give him that charging foul because he's not taking it.
And Vaughn's crafty. He's a crafty guard. He knows how to try to draw a foul, but still.
First foul of the quarter against the Indians, as the free throw by Vaughn is no good. And Harris has the rebound for the Indians as he brings it back up in the front quarter. Comes to Larson, back out top to Schumann. 16-13, Pocatello on top. 5:45 to play here in the first half. Comes to Harris, back to Jones. Looks at a three from the left side. That's no good. Long rebounds off to Schumann. Has it there. Back out top to Harris. Nice move from the right elbow. Gets away from Smith. His jumper from that there is no good as it comes back to Vaughn. Quickly up the floor. Contreras back on the floor. Slam dunk. I should say Ontiveros.
Coulter Moffitt didn't get back in time, Ontiveros.
Ontiveros, yeah, he's not going to miss many of those at 6'10".
Yeah, he just ran right past him.
Moffitt has it at the right elbow, gives it back to Larson. As Larson again shakes loose, back to Moffitt. A three is good. Coulter hits his first shot of the game from outside. And 2-point game, 18-16 with 5 minutes exactly to play here in quarter number 2. Back to Bowie. Back down low to Ontiveros. Kick it back outside. Smith has it. Now he'll give it back to Contreras again. Comes back across the top of the key. Tries to lay it off. Nope. He'll go back over on the left side. Back to a Kessler. That's no good. Well, as Larson has the rebound for the Indians. Back up in the front court. Harris comes to meet the ball. Comes around Smith. And Smith will be called for the block.
Yeah, he tried to draw a foul there, an offensive foul on Cruz, but Cruz is too quick. Got around him.
That's become more and more of a game. Just the slightest bit of contact, you just flop and hope you get the call.
Let's see, looks like Winder back in now for Harris. So Harris and Larson are two big offensive guns, a combined 0 for 8 here from the floor.
The inbound pass comes into Moffitt. That's no good. As the rebound is off, they get it to Bowie back up in the front court. Bowie, top of the key. Little layoff pass back to Contreras, or Ontiveros rather, for the layup.
Yeah, Ontiveros sets a pick out here, and Bowie doesn't take it, but then he rolls down in this easy lob inside for an easy layup.
20-16, Pocatello on top. Moffitt has it back to the top of the key, back to Jones, free throw line extended left. Tries to drive, Williams bodies him up pretty well. Comes back to Jones again, tries to just flip it up and under, and he draws the foul.
Yeah, I thought they could have called the foul on Williams earlier in that possession on the drive. It was a little bit of a bailout, I think, when Drew, was a little off balance trying to fling one up and draw a foul.
Yeah, when he stretched his knee across, Jones hit his knee, was going down, so he threw it up underhanded and tried to get it up over the basket. But they are going to give him the shot for 2. No, out of bounds. Out of bounds.
Nope.
Wow.
They called it on the shot, I thought.
I did too.
That's odd. Okay.
So first foul against Williams. Second against Pocatello here in the quarter. As it comes back down on the block as Larson Shoots around Bowie, no good. Gets his own rebound and able to put it back in.
And that's one of the keys we're going to need tonight is that offensive rebound to get a second or third putback.
Back to a 2-point game, 20-18. 3:40 to play in the first half. Vaughn back in the corner, now gets it back. Back down low to Ontiveros on the right block. Tries to pass it back out, does as he gets it to Williams. Now Ontiveros pops back out to get it as it goes back to Vaughn. Swing it all the way back over, now down on the left block. It goes to Bowie as he posts up there against Schumann. Drives, shoots over Schumann and hits it.
Yeah, that's just good offense. Schumann had good defense, just better shot by Bowie.
Yeah, Bowie comes up, puts that kick foot shot out there and just kind of lifts
Carl
it up.
Malone kick the foot out move right there in the paint.
22-18 as the Indians have the ball back up in the front court. Comes to Moffitt. He'll hold it there. Poked away as Williams got a hand on it, but Moffitt able to go and get it. Back to Jones. Jones has it on the angle left. Vaughn will pop out on him as Knapp back into the game, picks, rolls as Jones loses the ball, then kind of flops to try to draw the foul again as it comes back to Vaughn, and Vaughn's going to run over Jones, and that's going to be another blocking foul on Jones.
I think Jones has taken a charge and been called for a block twice, so...
Yeah, I think that's his second. Yeah, that's his second call.
That's just his second. I thought that was his third.
I did too, as they only had two on the board. As Drew's going to come out, and I guess it was Moffitt who came back into the game. So here comes Isaiah Leonard back onto the floor now as well, as Bowie has it on the inbound pass back into the left corner. Wants to drive back in on Schumann. He'll turn, fall away jumper, no good. And there to grab the rebound was Harris. Harris behind the back, tried to get away from Bowie, then taken away, and a backcourt violation. Give the ball back to the Indians.
That's twice now, Dan. The Thunder have tried to hang around and lurk in the backcourt and steal a pass by kind of stepping out behind somebody unawares. You got to watch that.
2:29 to play here in the half. Contreras is going to come back in, and Bowie's going to come out. 22-18, Preston trails by 4. They trail by 3 at the end of the first quarter. So Schumann, top of the key. Gives it to Moffitt on the angle left, back down low to Schumann. Wants to try to back in. Lost the ball momentarily, so he'll kick it back outside. Still 20 seconds on the shot clock. Harris, as he backs in, and Williams, just another flop, draws a blocking foul.
I don't know why the fans were yelling about that call. Seemed kind of obvious to me.
Yeah, I thought he was falling back anyway. I think he kind of tripped over his own feet, but it could have been a flop too.
Bowie got about 15 seconds on the bench and comes back in as Vaughn will come out after he draws his second foul. 3 team fouls on Pocatello, 2 in the quarter against the Indians. As they get it in to Knapp, lay it up and in. He got away from Leonard and got the layup.
Oh, good job, Coulter.
And now Moffitt takes away the inbound pass. It comes back to Schumann. He's got to get on it in a hurry, and he does. 2-point game, 22-20 as we go under 2 minutes now here in the second quarter. Vaughn tries to take a poke at it as Schumann able to keep it. Gives it over to Larson. Now back to Vaughn. As Preston has a terrible habit of turning their head and looking at Jones when he's yelling out instructions, and that's when Pocatello will take a swipe at the ball. Back to Larson for 3 is good.
There we go.
Larson's got 5. Preston regains the lead. 23-22 with 1:29 to play. Bowie tries to fight through traffic, and we're going to get a whistle, and probably against Schumann, I'm guessing.
Yeah, we had 2 Indians try to stop him down the middle, and both of them were moving in together. So technically a good call by the official.
Schumann draws the foul. It's his second. 3rd team foul on the Indians. And Williams now is going to come back onto the floor with his 2 fouls, as once again they're going to get Leonard out of the game. As again Winder will come out as Knapp will leave again. Hold on. We got guys running in and out everywhere. Officials don't know who's in and who's out.
Looks like Jones trying to get Kason Bryce in for his first action of the
Schumann,
game.
I think, is coming out.
Yeah, no reason to get Schumann a cheap foul with 1:25 left in the half.
So Bryce onto the floor for the first time. The inbounds pass comes back over to Bowie. The 3 from the left side is no good. Winder able to swoop in front of Williams to grab the rebound. as it goes to Bryce back up in the front court. Left side three from Larson. That's no good. There's Bowie with the rebound again. Get it over to Vaughn on the right side. He stops there, kicks it back outside. It comes to Contreras in the right corner. Good ball movement by the Thunder. Three here by May. That's no good. As Vaughn battles Williams for the rebound, puts it in, and a foul on Harris.
Well, Harris went up to block it, tried to bunch it off the glass, but came over the top of.
Yeah, boy, too bad, because again, the Indians had the rebound and they were ready to head the other way, and then they give up a potential three-point play, the old-fashioned kind here.
So Williams will go to the free throw line, try to complete the three-point play, and he does not, as it will not fall for him. As Harris has the rebound, they'll get it back up into the front court. Tonight's game brought to you by Ralph's Construction, building new homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Pass deflected, but it finds its way to Winder anyway with 44 seconds left. As the shot no good, as the rebound, Harris tried to go back up, as it was no good. And then with people all around his legs, he hung on the rim for his own safety, as Williams is going to draw his third foul here in the first half.
Yeah, I think Williams undercut him, took his feet out from under him. That's why Harris grabbed onto the rim, because Williams knocked his feet out from under him.
So Harris will go to the free throw line, and the first one is good. Hey guys, did you know the Polar Bear restaurant is back? It's better than ever. Stop by for lunch or swing by after the game sometime. You'll find them on State Street at the south end of the city of Preston.
I'll tell you it's good, but you need to try it for yourself.
Harris makes the first. Harris makes them both. It's actually his first 2 points of the half, and Preston regains the lead again at 25-24. 36 seconds to play as Vaughn will walk the ball up the floor. There's about a 6-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. As they give it to Contreras, back to Vaughn. They'll let the clock run down as much as they can. Shot clock down to 19. Vaughn holds it out near the timeline. Now wants to drive, and the ball reached in by Bryce, and a foul on Bryce.
Bryce has exceptionally fast hands, but he reaches a lot too. They catch him about once a game with a foul on a reach like that.
And a lot of times he punches that ball right in so that they actually turn the ball over because it comes off on them.
Knock it off themselves, yeah.
So here's Vaughn to the free throw line, as that's 5 team fouls on the Indians. He'll shoot 2.
That'll give the Indians some time to bring the ball down with 20 seconds.
Vaughn makes the first of the 2 free throws, steps back up the line to shoot the second. Tonight's game brought to you by West Motors, your only stop for newer used cars in Preston and in Logan. He makes them both. And they regain the lead again as we go back and forth. Our 6th lead change of the half is it's now 26-25 as Vaughn comes, Winder comes out.
So our deep shooters are all in. We've got some great shooters out there.
15 seconds to play in the quarters. Bryce back up into the front court. Looks down the right side. Contreras pops out on him. Bryce will hold it. Shot down to 7, 6. Jones has it with 5, with 4, with 3. A long 3 to beat the clock is no good. Vaughn has the rebound, but that's the way the first half will end. A 1-point game, just like it Preston able to get back to a 1-point game as they'll leave trailing 26-25. We invite you to stay tuned. The Puppy Steps Training halftime report will come up after the break. Once again, it's 26-25. Pocatello leads after the first half. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back with our halftime activities right after this.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Hi, I'm Brad Phillips, professional trainer and owner of Puppy Steps Training. I believe that life is more enjoyable with a well-trained dog. That's why my team and I have come together to give you the ultimate dog training experience through Puppy Steps Training. Our 8-week board and train program is specifically designed to give your puppy a head start on life. Along with access to our extensive training material, you will receive daily progress reports, weekly photo and video updates, and a hands-on training demonstration. Discover the ultimate dog training experience with Puppy Steps Training, the premier dog training facility in northern Utah, and proud supporter of Westside and Preston High School athletics.
Calling all cookie lovers. Crumble, the nation's fastest growing cookie company, has fresh new flavors weekly. Until Saturday, enjoy mouth-watering specialty flavors and warm chocolate chip cookies made fresh daily. Crumble is open 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. weekdays, 8 a.m. to midnight on Friday and Saturday, and are closed on Sundays. Savor the flavors before they're gone. Order today.
Webb Funeral Home is proud to be the leading provider of funeral services in northern Cache Valley, including southeast Idaho, for almost 100 years. We are a full-service mortuary offering the highest quality services with very affordable pricing. We have plans to meet everyone's budget, from traditional funeral services to graveside services and cremation options. We gladly provide free insurance coverage review, quality headstones and monuments, as well as funeral transcriptions. Let us answer any questions you might have by calling us at 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, a trusted name in funeral service since 1925.
Step into a realm of beauty and sophistication at Day Mountain Ranch Home and Apothecary. Immerse yourself in the gentle radiance of our exquisite and popular candles, filling your home with captivating fragrances that embrace the senses. Bring refined tranquility into your home and elevate your connection to harmony through our exquisite decor, all while staying here in Franklin County. Elevate your living space with the allure of Day Mountain Ranch Home and Apothecary. Visit us today on 10th North Main Street in downtown Preston.
And we are back here at halftime as we welcome you to the Puppy Steps Training Halftime Report. Puppy Steps Training is an 8-week board and train program designed to give your puppy a head start in life. Wouldn't you be better off with a well-trained dog in your life? From Puppy Steps Training. 26-25, the Pocatello Thunder lead, Lyle, even though Preston outscored them in the second quarter, 14-12.
Yeah, after a really cold shooting first quarter, the Indians shot a little better and managed to close that gap to 1, but still not great shooting overall. Credit Pocatello's defense. They play pesky, in-your-face, physical defense. But the one thing I did notice in terms of the shooting, Dan, I think the Indians need to finish stronger around the rim. We've talked about this on air all year. We're not getting very many free throws, and that's partly a result of fading away a little bit.
Right.
When you get 4 feet away from the rim, power that ball up through, go right through their nose and chin with the ball if you have to, but make the refs make a call. Even if you get blocked, that's okay, but go strong to the rim. Don't fade it away when you get that close.
And, John, that could be because of having Ontiveros lurking around.
Yeah, Ontiveros is really a definite, it's tough to get over the top of, and we've been driving to the basket, but we get caught underneath the basket. Instead of trying to find somebody to dish it off, they double team us underneath there, and we're having a hard time getting the ball back out, so we're turning the ball over a number of times.
Defensively, though, Lyle, I thought Preston did very well.
Yeah, I think they did about as good a job as you can do on Bowie. They've made him, for the most part, take tough shots and really clamp down, giving up 26 to a really good Pocatello team is not a bad half at all. They just hope to maybe get a little more output on the offensive end here in the second half.
Well, you're talking about a Pocatello team that averages just a little over 68 points a game so far this year for their first 13 games.
Yeah, Bowie can really shoot it from anywhere, and Ontiveros is tough in there and so forth.
And our defense has been coming up and getting in his face. The shots have not been easy for him. He's been shooting some. He had a couple of easy shots, but that's because we kind of missed our cue and going in and getting up against him.
26-25 the score at halftime. We'll come back, look at the halftime stats on this Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team presentation of Preston Indian basketball on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, MyLocalRadio.com.
Crumble Cookies, the nation's fastest growing cookie company, is here in the Cache Valley, offering freshly baked cookies for carryout, delivery, or curbside pickup. Just download the Crumble app or visit their website.
At Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency, we aren't just protecting things with walls and wills, we're protecting people, because everything and everyone that is important to you is important to us. This is Brittany and Braden Smith, your local Farm Bureau agents, celebrating another wonderful year here in Franklin County as your trusted insurance advisors. Whether it's home, auto, life, commercial, or farm insurance, we are here for you. Give us a call at 208-852-2364 or just stop by our office at 33 South 1st East in Preston to see how we can make insurance simple for you.
If you haven't been to Woodward's Country Store lately, you are missing out. As proud supporters of Westside and Preston High School athletics, we're here to fuel your day and support our wonderful community. Fill up your tank, grab a delicious sandwich, and get everything you need for life's little adventures. Woodward's Country Store, where convenience meets quality and community spirit.
All right, let's look at the first half stats brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. Don't leave the things that matter to you to chance. Call Farm Bureau Insurance today at 208-852-2364. For the Pocatello Thunder in the first half, Julian Bowie finished with a total of 7. Hunter May played but did not score. Drake Contreras also did not score in the first half. Kessler Vaughn had 4. 5 points for Trevin Williams. Parker Smith had just 2. No points for Isaiah Leonard, and a total of 6 points in the first half for Gage Ontiveros.
For the Indians, Dan, we'll start with the individual stats. Cruz Harris, 2 points in that first half. He goes 0 for 4 on twos and 2 for 2 from the line to get those 2 points. Drew Jones had a hot start. He scored about our first 5 points, but he ended the half with just 5. He goes 1 for 2 on twos and 1 for 4 on threes in that half. Titan Knapp, good first half for him. He had a layup for 2 points and also 2 free throws, 4 points total for Titan. Jake Schumann had 6. He went 3 for 6 from the field. Reggie Larson had 3. He went 0 for 1 on twos and only 1 for 4 on threes. Coulter Moffitt came in and had a 3-pointer. He goes 0 for 1 and 1 for 2 on threes. Carson Winder had a bucket as well. He went 1 for 2. Overall, Dan, the Indians go 6 out of 18 on twos, which is well below their normal 2-point average. 3 for 11 on threes and 4 for 4 from the free throw line. So shooting about 30% on twos and threes. The Indians can certainly do better than that, even though Pocatello does play good defense.
John, if you're Coach Jones, what do you tell the guys to get ready for the second half?
Well, the one thing we've got to do is do a little better at the glass. When we put up our shots, we've got to be able to either come up over the rim or hit the glass up at a little higher spot so it has some chance to fall in. But like Lyle said, we've got to credit Pocatello's defense. But as long as we keep getting the rebounds and get a second or third shot, we're going to be okay.
This has been the Puppy Steps halftime report. It's 26-25. Pocatello leads the third quarter coming up after the break.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
Hi, I'm Brad Phillips, professional trainer and owner of Puppy Steps Training. I believe that life is more enjoyable with a well-trained dog. That's why my team and I have come together to give you the ultimate dog training experience through Puppy Steps Training. Our 8-week board and train program is specifically designed to give your puppy a head start on life. Along with access to our extensive training material, you will receive daily progress reports, weekly photo and video updates, and a hands-on training demonstration. Discover the ultimate dog training experience with Puppy Steps Training, the premier dog training facility in northern Utah, and proud supporter of Westside and Preston High School athletics.
Are you looking to buy or sell a home but confused where to even begin the process? Come to the most trusted and longest established real estate group in Franklin County with Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team.
We've been a proud part of this community since 1979 when my dad, Scott Beckstead, began here in Preston. Since our founding, we've come to know the importance of honesty and promoting a community of giving back. Contact me, Bailey Beckstead, and our team at Beckstead Real Estate for all your real estate needs, buying, selling, or renting.
So a 1-point game as we get ready to start the third quarter. The second half brought to you by Preston Auto Parts Car Quest. They have all the parts you need to keep your car or truck running strong. 17 South State Street in Preston. Stop in where you will be treated like a friend.
How much fun is this to have this ball game tonight, guys? Wow, number 1 versus number 3, 1-point game starting the second half. Great time to be here watching some high school hoops.
I wouldn't have expected anything less, but it's amazing the people that want to come out and see this game. I've seen a couple of different officials who are not working the game tonight who are here in the stands as fans.
Well, not just in our district. There are the officials around this area. There are some that are very interested in this game. As we talked to someone in Burley the other night.
Preston has the ball to start the second half as it comes to Larson. Jumper from about 15 feet straight away is good.
Good start for the Indians.
And immediately another lead change. Our 7th of the game as Preston now leads 27-26. Comes to Vaughn. Gets it into Ontiveros at the right elbow. Backdoor to Bowie. Spin it up and in.
Well, good mid-air adjustment by Bowie. Larson met him at the rim.
Jones quickly, 3 from the other end, banks it in.
Wow.
And gets the soft shooter's roll.
Hey, we'll take it.
So we go back and forth. As Preston with a 2-point lead, Vaughn a 15-foot jumper, and he's fouled going up.
Yeah, Jones is going to be called for that one, hitting him on the wrist as he let go of the ball.
That's 3 now on Jones, and Vaughn will go to the free throw line.
Yeah, kind of a cheapie. I think Jones was actually going for the steal. Then Vaughn jumps up to shoot a jump shot at the free throw line.
Vaughn missed the first. Tonight's game brought to you by Naylor Insurance. For home, health, life, and auto, stop by and see how much you can save at Naylor Insurance, 223 North State Street in Preston. As Vaughn's second is good. Vaughn with 5 in the game, and Preston leads by a point. 1 minute into the third quarter. It's 30-29 as Schumann brings the ball back up the floor. Moffitt back on the floor to replace Jones with his 3 fouls. Again, the ball poked away there by Vaughn as they try to get it inside to Larson. Back outside, back to Moffitt. Moffitt holds the ball up over his head. Ontiveros jumps out on him, and then Bowie intercepts the pass. Here come the Thunder. They get it down low to Smith. Jumper couldn't decide whether to bank it or put it in straight, and he missed them both. As it comes back to Harris, quickly up the floor, back to Larson, looks at a 3. Just a little bit too long as it's saved on the floor, back to Moffitt. Gets it back to Harris, tries to spin inside to Knapp, now back to Harris. It's got kind of caught and then just kind of threw it up behind Smith's back, and it went in.
Nice touch. I like that.
Yeah, that was great by Cruz.
32-29, Vaughn pull-up jumper from the right side, off the rim a couple of times, no good, as Knapp able to beat Vaughn to the ball. 6 minutes to play here in the third quarter, 2 minutes in, and a 3-point lead for the Indians. Comes to Larson, holds it straight away. Over here on the right side, it comes to Schumann, now back to Harris, top of the key, back to Larson, a wide open 3, good.
That's what we need, is to be a little bit patient down here on this end and on the offensive end.
And
go ahead.
Joe Green says, I've seen enough. I need a timeout before I fall any farther behind. 35-29, this timeout brought to you by Magnolia Road. Ladies, don't forget to stop in and improve your look today at Magnolia Road. This is a Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team presentation of Preston Indian basketball.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you'll be appreciated. It's even better to know that you can get everything you need. Quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciates every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car or truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in where you'll be treated like a friend. 17 South State Street, Preston. Preston jumps out quick to start the third quarter. They've outscored them 10-3 in the first 2 minutes and 15 seconds of the quarter and opened up a 35-29 lead.
Yeah, the world looks a lot better when you're making shots, and they've done that here in the third quarter.
Expect Pocatello to put Bowie in a little bit more motion, a little more active this in the next couple times down the court.
Little 3-man weave up top. Contreras has the top of the key. Bounce it inside to Ontiveros. Right-handed puts it up and in.
That's a tough shot to protect.
Yeah, not a lot Knapp could do there.
35-31 as Indians get it back up in the front court. They pressure the ball now a little bit more as the double team, and Jones wants a timeout as Vaughn and Bowie had double teamed the ball. So Jones takes a timeout. We'll take it here as well. Again, brought to you by Magnolia Road. Ladies, stop in and improve your look at Magnolia Road at 12 North State Street in Preston. This is the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Magnolia Road is here to bring you the latest trends in women's fashion. We believe fashion should not only be stylish, but also comfortable and inclusive for every body type, with sizes small through 3X. We strongly believe in giving back to our community, and by supporting Magnolia Road, you are not only embracing fashion, but also supporting Preston and Westside activities. Our team is here to help you find that perfect outfit that suits your style and makes you feel confident. Visit Magnolia Road at our new location, 12 North State Street, Preston, Idaho.
KACH.
So the Indians have the ball after the timeout. They lead by 4, 35-31. Schumann has it on the free throw line, extended left. Nice move. He gets around Bowie. Back outside to Larson. Another three. No good. High bounce. Bowie has the rebound. As almost poked away. Now they trap the ball in the corner. They get it out to Ontiveros. Quickly to Kessler Vaughn. Back up in the front court. And Vaughn throws it behind Contreras and out of bounds.
Yeah, Schumann, good penetration and drive, and then a kick for Larson for an open three that last time. Just wouldn't fall.
So now they're going to turn up the defensive pressure a little bit more. They're going to pick the ball up in the back court. As Bowie comes to meet the ball, Vaughn now jumps in front of Larson, who gets it by him and up into the front court. It comes to Moffitt, three-pointer from the left corner, no good. Bowie with the rebound, and he's fouled on the rebound.
And Schumann is going to be called for that. I think that's his third.
Yes, it is. Third foul on him. Second team foul against the Indians. 3.5 minutes into the quarter, and they're going to have to get Case and Bryce back into the game as Schumann will go to the bench. So here comes Bowie back up the floor. The kid headed for Boise State after this season is over, as he's committed there to play basketball for the Broncos. Bowie, top of the key, bounce it to Ontiveros, back outside. Now back to Bowie, top of the key, three-pointer, no good. Bowie's had a tough shooting night by his own standard. Tapped around a couple of times, and now a foul called. And
it's going to go on either Cruz or Titan.
They're going to call it on Knapp, and it's going to be his second. As Ontiveros and Smith kind of played ping pong with the ball back and forth, and Knapp got kind of stuck in the middle there and got called for the foul.
Yeah, Coach Jones pointing out that's 3 fouls on the Indians, no fouls on Pocatello here this quarter.
As Vaughn to get it in. Smith has it down low, comes to Ontiveros, put it up and in.
It's a pretty easy shot for him. There's not much he has to do but turn around and put it in.
Again, Preston has to be a lot more physically active defensively with Knapp now out of the game. Harris finds himself down low, tried to just throw it up over the rim, and a foul again, as this is going to go against Harris.
Preston faithful starting to let the refs hear it here. Some lopsided number of fouls called in this quarter.
That's second foul on Harris. That's 4 fouls on the Indians in the first 4 minutes of the third quarter. No fouls yet against the Thunder. As Bowie drives and another foul called.
That's on Coulter Moffitt.
So the Indians, just like that, are out of fouls. As Moffitt draws the foul. That's his first and the 5th team foul, and Bowie's now going to go to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Yeah, the bright spot there is Moffitt probably saved a layup. But Bowie's such a good free throw shooter, maybe he's going to get him from the line anyways.
First free throw is good. Bryce will come out. They're going to get Jones back in the game. And Bowie back to the free throw line to shoot his second. Second one is good as well. Bowie's got 11. And they're going to get
a sub in for
Ontiveros out of the game. They're going to bring Williams back in.
So 6 straight for the Thunder, aided by about 4 foul calls on Preston.
And we're tied at 35. It comes to Moffitt over in the left corner, doesn't shoot it, gives it back to Larson. Now back outside to Moffitt again as they'll now set up the offense as Jones has it out near the timeline. Looks over at the bench. It comes back to Moffitt. Free throw line extended right. He's kind of double teamed. Bowie takes it away. Throws it off the back of Smith. Back to Bowie. Bowie kicks it off. Williams, a three-pointer from the right corner is no good. Vaughn with the rebound, and he'll pull it back out, but he traveled.
Yeah, he tried to back away and turn around at the same time before he dropped the ball. Easy call for the official.
So Bryce comes back in, as now Coulter Moffitt's going to go back to the bench. Still tied at 35 as it comes to Bryce up into the front court, and a pushing foul, and finally a foul called against Pocatello.
Yeah, there's not a lot of contact there, almost a makeup call from that standpoint. But
yeah, I think that's on Bowie, isn't it?
Or I think they got Vaughn. I think
they called it on Vaughn. That's going to be his second and first of the quarter against the Thunder with 3:18 left. Still tied at 35. Comes to Larson, free throw line extended left to Harris. Little fake shot, double team down on the left block. It goes around, spin it up, spin it in. Heck of a shot.
And he was under the basket and brought it up with the left hand up over the top of the rim. So nice job.
Preston takes the lead again. That's our 10th lead change of the game as it comes back to Bowie in the lane. He throws it up and he's fouled.
That can't be on Cruz, is it?
No, I think it's going to be against Bryce. That's a little bit of a break, actually, because I thought it was going to be on Larson.
Yeah.
So that's going to send Bowie back to the free throw line again. And the first one by Julian is good. Stokes Market True Value helps bring you tonight's game with the freshest meat and produce in Preston and in the Cache Valley. Stokes Market. You'll find them on State Street in Preston. So here's Bowie back to the free throw line. His second one is good again. He has 13, and we're tied once again at 37. 2:45 to play here in the third. Jones to Bryce. Free throw line extended left. Now back out top to Harris. He holds it there as waiting for people to clear out. Larson wants to post up on Vaughn as it comes back to Jones. Now they double team Jones. Then back to Harris. A three-pointer from the right corner. Needs a bounce. Won't get it. Ball still loose, but Bowie able to finally secure it. He'll put it on the floor and bring it back up the court. Gets up into the front court. Stops for a long three. Good.
Yeah, that was an NBA three.
Yep.
And Jones wants a timeout just like that as his team goes back down by 3 again, 40-37. Timeout on the floor. They're saying that Green called it, and now they've come over and said no, that the Indians called it, and it's a timeout. 2:11 left in the quarter. Brought to you by Magnolia Road. Ladies, don't forget tops, bottoms, shoes, or accessories is all what you can find at Magnolia Road at 12 North State Street in Preston. This is a Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team presentation of Preston Indian basketball on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, MyLocalRadio.com.
Folks have many reasons to visit Casper, Wyoming every year, whether it's work, high school sports and activities, a romantic getaway, or business meetings. The best place to stay when you're in Casper is the Come On In Hotel and Suites. A beautiful log hotel offers 5 hot tubs, a pool, fitness center, and a fabulous indoor atrium. You can also reserve meeting rooms for your next event, and each stay includes an extended continental breakfast. Reserve your rooms today at the Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper, Wyoming. Call 307-472-6300.
Well, Pocatello's lead back out to 3. They've outscored the Indians by 2 here in the quarter.
Yeah, the Indians opened up a 6-point lead, which timeout by Coach Green, and then Pocatello immediately closed that gap. And then that long three from Bowie gives the Thunder now a 3-point lead.
The student section for Pocatello has grown since the first quarter, but still lacking as compared to what the Preston fans usually have. As Preston has it, as it comes to Larson on the right side. One bounce dribble can bring it back out top to Harris. Harris comes back over on the angle right, so Jones can talk to him for a minute. Now he wants to drive, spin move, as Smith again flops without being touched. No call. Back to Larson. A three-pointer will tie the game again.
Yeah, Larson was looking for Reggie all the way on that one. He threw that out to the left side, and Reggie nailed it.
Tied at 40 with 1:30 to play here in quarter number 3. Contreras back has it at the right elbow. He'll give it back to Bowie. Wants to drive. Waits for Schumann just into the game again to fly by. Contreras dropped the ball. It's loose on the floor, and a timeout called this time by Green so he doesn't lose possession of the ball. 1:20 to play, tied at 40. Another timeout taken here. We'll take it here as well. We'll be right back on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, MyLocalRadio.com.
When you think of a medical center's vital signs, you think of a monitor beeping, Today, Franklin County Medical Center is sharing a new set of vital signs. They're the vital signs of a growing hospital. Our new medical office building is now home to the care you depend on. You'll visit us here for primary, specialty, and walk-in care. Franklin County Medical Center has been a vital part of the region's healthcare since 1929, right in your neighborhood.
Third quarter of tonight's game brought to you by Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. They get it in. Smith, top of the key, back to Bowie. On the angle right, back down to Contreras. Knapp back into the game, and Contreras goes around and missed the layup, but tap back in. I think it was by Smith.
Yeah, great tap in by Smith.
Pocatello back in the lead, 42-40. Schumann has it for the Indians, back to Jones. On the angle left, now bounces it down low to Schumann. Tries to back in against Bowie. Little drop step in the paint as it comes back outside to Harris. Harris 15 feet away, back to Schumann, gives it back to Larson. Elevates for another two, that's no good. Bowie has the rebound. 40 seconds to play in the quarter. About a 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock as Bowie drives all the way. Euro step for the layup. Bowie's got 18 and the lead is 4 with 25 seconds to play. Jones back to Schumann. Shot clock is off. Preston can hold for the last shot. Schumann with Bowie out on him. Shot clock now down to 10. Give it back to Jones as Ontiveros pops out to double team him. Comes back outside. Schumann looks at a three. No good. High rebound comes off to Smith, and that's the way the quarter ends. 4-point lead for Pocatello. 44-40. As they outscore the Indians by 3 in the quarter. We'll go to the fourth on this Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Group presentation of Preston Indian basketball on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
Protecting buyers and lenders in Cache Valley for over 40 years, Northern Title is the trusted name in the tri-state areas of Idaho, Utah, and Wyoming. The staff at Northern Title in Preston protect you from unknown complications like access issues, unpaid taxes, hidden liens, or easement restrictions. Choose the right title company. Choose to close with Northern Title of Preston. Good deeds done daily. Call today at 208-852-5700.
When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric. It's what we do.
All right, we go to the fourth quarter. 4-point lead for the Thunder. They outscore the Indians 18-15 in the third. Bowie, top of the key, as he drives and he just puts the ball down like he's running for the Heisman and runs into a man. Yeah, as it'll be a blocking foul, however, charged against Knapp, and that's going to be 4 on Titan.
I think they could have called a moving screen to spring Bowie on that drive, but no call. You know, you're not going to get all the calls on the road. I mean, I understand that, but it's the fouls have been so lopsided in the second half that I kind of feel compelled to comment on it.
So they lob it into Bowie in the left corner. Tries to back in on Schumann. Turns right. Turnaround jumper. That's no good. Ontiveros with a rebound. Push-off, yeah. And that's going to be a push-off on Ontiveros.
Yeah, he's been doing that all night. They finally got him for it.
So team fouls even, 1 apiece here in the fourth quarter as Ontiveros draws his third foul in the fourth quarter of tonight's game, brought to you by Papa Jay's Deli and Jerky in Clifton. Jones up into the front court with his team down 4, and it's taken away by Contreras. He gives it to Bowie down the middle. Bowie hangs in the lane and puts it in.
Yeah, he has such a soft touch that he goes up to the rim and he just barely slides it up and over the top.
Bowie's got 20 and Pocatello's lead is 6. Schumann back up into the front court. for the Indians. Comes back to Jones, free throw line extended right. To Larson in the corner, a three. That's no good. A rebound off to Bowie. That's a way too quick of a shot.
Yeah, didn't have his feet set under him there for that jumper.
Comes back to Contreras. He'll look at a three. That's no good. As Smith throws Jones out of the way and hope he draws a foul. Looks like he will.
Yeah.
Parker Smith. Parker Smith literally grabbed Jones by the shoulders and flung him out of the way to try to get to the rebound.
That was a WWE style wrestling move, and Jones otherwise would have had the rebound, so they had to call it.
That's 2 on Smith. Second team foul of the quarter against the Thunder. 46-40. Preston trails. 6:40 to play here in the fourth. Winder up to get it at the left elbow. He'll put the ball to the dribble, now give it to Larson. Wants to drive on Vaughn. Kick it back outside to Winder. Goes around his man, lay it up, and it's blocked from behind by Ontiveros. It's off to Contreras up into the front court. He comes back to Smith, who travels, they don't call it. Back to Contreras, drives, spins in the paint, doesn't shoot. Back outside to Vaughn for three. That's no good. The long rebound comes back out to Bowie, who gives it back to Ontiveros. Swing it all the way back to Contreras, who had to go right through his hands and out of bounds.
That's a break for the Indians because they were moving the ball well, and Bowie was headed into the center all by himself.
Yeah, the Indians down 6 here, need a basket. Let's see who they can get going.
Jones drives on Contreras, pulls it back out, back to Winder. That's a shot from the left elbow, no good. Back to Larson for three. Yes. Larson's got 15, cuts the lead in half. It's 46-43 with 5:45 to play here in the fourth. They lob it down low to Ontiveros. Tries to back in on Winder. What just walks Winder back down underneath the basket with such the height advantage.
Yeah, Winder needs to push him further underneath the basket. Not making that shot so easy.
Winder needs to start just bodying up on him because I don't have any fouls on my sheet for Winder. As Smith, or as I say Jones, he'll turn around, pop a three. That's a quick shot. Long rebound comes back to the Indians. Schumann to Larson, now back to Schumann, who stumbles, gets the ball back, gives it back to Larson, tries to drive the baseline, goes around Vaughn and lays it in.
Great job by Reggie that time.
Larson's got 17, normally averages about 14 and a half a game. As it comes back to Vaughn, back up in the front court. Kessler wants to drive on Jones, takes him down to the right block, back outside, Contreras for three, no good. Ontiveros has the rebound, back to Vaughn from the left elbow, no good again. As that hit off of Smith and goes out of bounds. As the underneath official says, no, Pocatello touched it, it's Preston's ball.
We'll get Knapp back in, give a little more size to challenge Ontiveros there in the post. And Ontiveros is out, though.
So Ontiveros goes out. Titan Knapp comes back in.
Put Smith on him.
Preston trails by 3, 48-45. 4.5 to play here in the fourth. Comes back to Larson, elevates. That's no good. As Knapp has the rebound inside over Smith and put it back in.
That's the matchup we need right there for tight underneath.
Back to a 1-point game, 48-47. Bowie in the front court, gives it to Vaughn, drives down the middle, kick it off in the corner. Williams for three, no good. As the rebound's off to Jones. Drew pushes it up into the front court. Lay it off to Moffitt for three, needs a bounce a couple of times off the rim, no. As Knapp had it, Vaughn took it away. And quickly here comes the Thunder again back the other way. As they give it back to Bowie, and we get a whistle and a timeout called by the Pocatello Thunder. 3:53 to play in a 1-point game. Timeout brought to you by Magnolia Road. Ladies, stop in. Check out their selections available in most sizes. It's 12 North State Street. It's Magnolia Road. This is a timeout. It's brought to you, this is on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
In 1996, my father, Jay Moyle, started producing gourmet beef jerky in the foothills of Clifton, Idaho. Now, over 20 years later, Papa Jay's beef jerky is a staple of the Franklin County community. Family run since the beginning, the modern way of making jerky here at Papa Jay's is the old-fashioned way. Absolutely no shortcuts are taken in producing the finest quality and most delicious smoked meat you can find. Come over to Papa Jay's and bite into a tender, flavorful stick of Papa Jay's, and your view of jerky will never be the same. 10 South Main Highway, Clifton, Idaho.
.353 to play, a 1-point game, 48-47. Game's been tied 7 different times, and we've had 11 lead changes.
What a ball game. The Indians cut it back down to 1, and now they'll be on defense coming out of the timeout.
So it'll be Hunter May back into the game to bring it in. May gives it into Bowie. Bowie trying to directing traffic as he gets May to clear out. Now gives it back to him. Vaughn now back to Ontiveros, top of the key. Back to Contreras. Back to Bowie. Bowie moves, heads down toward the left corner, and a reach-in foul here on Schumann. Schumann reached in and grabbed the ball, and they called a foul.
That's a bad call. Might say Julian Bowie's getting the old Michael Jordan treatment from the referees on that one.
That's 4 on Jake. Schumann's going to come out as they'll get Cruz Harris back into the game. 3:39 to play. As once again, he comes back inbounds. It comes back to Bowie, and an offensive
foul.
Got
Vaughn, yeah.
That was on because Cruz is set, looking at the Bowie with the ball, and
Vaughn just ran into him at full speed.
Yeah.
That's
right.
3 on Vaughn. 3 team fouls against the Thunder, 2 against the Indians, and Preston gets the ball back. 3:35 left here in the fourth. Jones up into the front court to Harris, top of the key. Lets Jones run through a couple of times. Looks down into the left corner as Larson pops out to get it. Now back to Harris. Comes back across the top, around the screen. Now lay it off to a Knapp. Lay it up, no good. Ontiveros has the rebound. It comes back to Vaughn.
Boy, too bad. Knapp again, layup right at the rim from the right side.
That would have been over the top of Bowie.
Bowie back to Vaughn, a 3 from the outside, no good. As the rebound is taken there by Larson. Got a pretty good poke from Parker Smith on the way by, but he hung on to the ball. Jones back up into the front court. 2:45 to play. Pocatello leads by 1, 48-47. They bounce it to Harris at the left elbow. Harris wants to spin and work on Ontiveros. High off the glass, bank shot, no good. That's tapped out of bounds. It'll stay with Preston. Going to get Contreras back into the game. Schumann back into the game as well, as Moffitt's going to come out. And Hunter May will leave for Pocatello.
Moffitt's been the primary defender on Bowie, but with 4 fouls, he's got to be a little careful.
So Jones has it. We'll give it back to Larson. 2:25 left in a 1-point game. Comes back to Jones. Free throw line extended right. Back to Harris at the top of the key. Holds it there. Goes back to Schumann. Schumann wants to drive. Gets cut off by Bowie. Now he wants to try to go baseline again. It's double teamed inside. Back outside. Larson for the lead. Good!
Larson with his usual shelf with a great shot. Straightaway basket. Top of the key.
50-48. Preston leads by 2. Vaughn, top of the key. Contreras gets it down low. Ontiveros tries to work inside. His shot, little soft bounce, is in as he shot it up over Knapp.
It's the one thing the Indians don't have an answer for is that one-on-one in underneath the basket.
Yeah, when he gets it that deep. Yep.
Jones wants a timeout. He'll take a full. 1:38 to play. Tied at 50 here at the Pit in Pocatello. This is a Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Group presentation of Preston Indian basketball on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, MyLocalRadio.com.
Whether you're an athlete looking to treat strained or sore muscles, a multitasking mom seeking balance, or just looking to boost your mood and nutrition, Butterfly Express is here for you. Experience the soothing scents and holistic benefits that cater to both your body and mind with our wide selection of essential oils, herbs, and supplements. And the best part is, unlike other big brand companies, Butterfly Express is affordable and local. Visit us in Clifton or explore our collection online at butterflyexpress.shop and use the promo code KACH10 for 10% off all regularly priced items. Quality doesn't have to be expensive. Butterfly Express Essential Oils.
Tonight's game brought to you by Franklin County Medical Center, with the finest care that you'll receive in all of the Cache Valley. Tie game with 1:38 to play. Would you expect anything less?
30 minutes of gameplay after we started. Here we go.
It's a whole new game for 1 minute and 38 seconds.
Jones will bring it in. Jones, Schumann, Knapp, Harris, and Larson. It's the starting five on the floor for the Indians. Comes into Schumann. Top of the key. Give it to Larson at the right elbow. Back to Schumann. Now give it back to Harris. Free throw line to Jones, rather. Free throw line extended left. Jumper from 15 straight away is good.
Tough shot in the lane. Nice running jumper.
Jones gives the Indians the lead again. 52-50 with 1:15 to play. Bowie to Smith. Back to Contreras. Look inside, and a foul. That's going to be on Knapp, and that's going to be 5, I believe.
Knapp trying to use his lower body to get Ontiveros farther away from the hoop.
So that's it.
Yeah, the ref saying you used your knee and thigh.
Knapp fouls out with 1:10 to play as they'll get Winder back in.
So they'll come with Winder. Next time they throw Ontiveros in the post, the Indians might have to bring the double team.
Team fouls are even at 3 apiece as they lob it into Ontiveros. Wants to spin inside, shoots over Winder, no good. Tapped off the glass, no good. Harris are going to chase it down, save it onto the floor, picked off by Smith. They give it back to Vaughn. Blocking foul against Schumann. Is that Schumann down there?
Or Jones?
No, Jones.
No, that's Jones. Jones with the block. That's 4 on Jones, I believe.
Yeah, I think so.
It's 4 team fouls either way against the Indians, and Vaughn's going to go to the free throw line. Yeah, it's 4 on Jones. So Vaughn can tie the game if he makes them both, and the first one is short.
We got to box out here. Don't let Ontiveros push you underneath the basket and grab the rebound.
Right. Tonight's game brought to you by Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and the surrounding community since 1925. The second free throw is good. A 1-point game. Timeout called by Coach Green.
Technically, that was pretty good for the Indians to give them 1 point versus maybe a 3-pointer off the backside. So
59 seconds to play in the quarter. We'll again take a timeout. This is a Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Group presentation of Preston Indian basketball on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
North Star's Ultimate Outdoors is the best provider of power sport vehicles right here in downtown Preston. Vehicles and equipment from brand names that you know and trust, like Steel, Polaris, and Yamaha. Stop in and let us get you ready for your next adventure at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. It's where the fun starts, 777 North State Street, Preston. For 59 seconds left, 52-51, Preston with a lead. Possession arrow is in favor of the Indians. Preston with 14 fouls, Pocatello with only 3, so they have a foul to give.
Job one here is getting the ball inbounds cleanly and getting it up into the front court. I expect Pocatello to pressure the inbounds and show a little full court press here.
Remember, Knapp is fouled out, so Preston had a little bit of a size disadvantage with Winder playing center. Bowie's going to come up and in full court pressure along with Contreras, so they'll meet the ball in the backcourt as they get it into Jones, and immediately the pressure will retreat for the Thunder. So Jones walks it up to the timeline. They give it to Schumann with 50 seconds to play. Schumann, free throw line extended right. Comes to Winder, top of the key, now back to Schumann. Shot clock down to 17. Looking for somebody to move over onto the left side, so Harris comes to get it. Here on the right side, he'll hold it there. Back to the top of the key, shot clock down to 6, 5, Now Jones driving, shoots over Bowie, no good. Ontiveros has the rebound. They get it to Bowie on a break, who lost it. Now has to go pick it up. Back to Contreras. Smith outside Vaughn, driving down the middle with 15 on the clock. Back to Ontiveros. No basket. Travel.
Wow, travel call. He's had happy feet all night. That's the first travel he's been called for.
No basket. Travel call against Ontiveros. 12 and a half seconds left. Preston leads by 1.
Pocatello has about 9 coaches, and about 8 of them were out on the floor protesting that call.
Yeah, that was something. Now if we can just control the ball without a foul or something.
They don't have to shoot. Then
they throw it away. The Indians threw it away.
Schumann tried to throw it into Jones. He threw it to a spot. Jones cut inside, and the ball went out of bounds.
Coach Jones said, I was trying to call timeout. He could see he was in distress.
They give the timeout to Coach Green instead with 12 and a half seconds left to let him try to draw up a play. It'll be a full timeout, so we'll take the timeout here as well. Timeout brought to you by Magnolia Road. Ladies, swing in to improve your look today. It's Magnolia Road, 12 North State Street in Preston. We'll be right back on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, MyLocalRadio.com.
Discover your ultimate escape at Day Mountain Ranch. Come enjoy our upscale lodges, perfect for family reunions and corporate retreats. Unwind, bond, and make memories that last in one of our luxury cabins. Host your dream wedding on our secluded property, perfect with a captivating nature backdrop. Or join our gun club. Rent or bring your own firearms and master your skills in private classes or dynamic group sessions at our premier state-of-the-art private gun range up to 2,200 yards. Your outdoor adventure and retreat begins at Day Mountain Ranch, 77 South Spring Creek Road, Preston, Idaho. Reserve your spot now at dmrresort.com.
Twelve and a half seconds left. Pocatello has the ball in the front court. I'll bet you a bucket of nickels I know where the ball's going.
To Bowie in the last second shot.
As they lob it into Ontiveros. He shakes himself loose. Back outside, Contreras drives, puts it up. Needs a bounce, won't get it. Rebound is off. Vaughn goes to get it in the corner with 3. Back to Contreras for the win. No good.
And the Indians win it. What a win for the Preston Indians.
They had 3 shots at it with 12 seconds left. None of them by Bowie, believe it or not.
Yeah, great defense to get Bowie out of that possession, make somebody else beat you.
So Preston wins it 52-51. Contreras missed twice, and Vaughn missed again at the buzzer. Preston withstands the final 12 and a half seconds, and they win it by 1, 52-51, as they outscore the Thunder by 5 in the fourth quarter to come up with a win.
What a great win for Preston after losing 6 in a row to Pocatello, to come to your district rival and get a win against the number 1 ranked team in the state on their own floor. This has got to be a big confidence booster for this Preston team.
When there's nobody that is relieved more than Schumann right now from throwing that ball out of bounds across the thing, they showed some true character in defending Pocatello, and so they didn't get that last shot off.
So Preston extends their winning streak to 6. They pick up the victory as they are now 14-3 overall on the year. Pocatello is now 11. Did I say 14? That's
12-3. Yep.
12-3. As Pocatello is also 11-3 now on the season. Preston wins it 52-51 on the shot heard around the world. As we'll invite you to stay tuned. The post-game show's coming up next.
Today's game is brought to you by Beckstead Real Estate, the real estate experts for Franklin County and beyond. Day Mountain Ranch, relax, retreat, recharge. Crumble Cookies, bringing friends and family together over the world's best cookies. Magnolia Road, ladies, stop in and update your wardrobe today. Puppy Steps Training, Northern Utah and Southern Idaho's premier board and puppy training facility since 2011. Butterfly Express Essential Oils in Clifton, where quality doesn't have to be expensive. West Motors, your only stop for new or used cars in Preston and in Logan. Stokes Market True Value, with the freshest meat and produce in Preston. Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and surrounding communities since 1925. Ralph's Construction, building homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. I Care for You, not just a name, but a commitment. Franklin County Medical Center, with the finest care in all of the Cache Valley. Preston Auto Parts CarQuest, we have all the parts you need to keep your car running strong. Naylor Insurance, your local agent for home, health, life, and auto. North Star's Ultimate Outdoors, get ready for your next outdoor adventure at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors in Preston. Evergreen Financial Partners, when planning your future, trust the experts at Evergreen Financial Partners in Preston and now in Pocatello. Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. Don't leave the things that matter to you to chance. Call Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency today. Northern Title, the trusted name in the tri-state area. And by Papa J's Deli and Jerky in Clifton. Now, stay tuned. The Ralph's Construction postgame show is coming up next.
105.5 FM KACH.
I'm Dan Keller, Mayor of Preston, and we are Preston Proud and Idaho Strong.
Hi, I'm Jay Butters with Alta Bank, and we are Preston Proud, Idaho Strong.
Hi, this is Lyle Fuller with the Fuller & Fuller Law Firm, and we are Preston Proud and Idaho Strong.
Hi, I'm Larry Morrison with Evergreen Financial Partners. We are Preston Proud and Idaho Strong.
105.5 KACH. We're Preston Proud, Idaho Strong, serving Franklin County and beyond.
Discover your ultimate escape at Day Mountain Ranch. Come enjoy our upscale lodges, perfect for family reunions and corporate retreats. Unwind, bond, and make memories that last in one of our luxury cabins. Host your dream wedding on our secluded property, perfect with a captivating nature backdrop. Or join our gun club. Rent or bring your own firearms and master your skills in private classes or dynamic group sessions at our premier state-of-the-art private gun range up to 2,200 yards. Your outdoor adventure and retreat begins at Day Mountain Ranch, 77 South Spring Creek Road, Preston, Idaho. Reserve your spot now at dmrresort.com.
When you are looking for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, but you want something that is ready to eat now, always stop at the Stokes Market Deli in Preston. With cold and hot cases, you can always find food that is fresh, hot, or cold. Sandwiches, soup, salads, deviled eggs, donuts, wraps, cheese trays, desserts, and a hot and delicious buffet. A meal out doesn't have to be at a restaurant. Come and enjoy something for everyone at the Stokes Market Deli today. 217 South State Street in Preston.
Across the FM airwaves, we're heard at 105.5. On the far-reaching AM dial, we're at 1340. And on the internet at mylocalradio.com. Wherever you find us, we are KACH, Preston, Smithfield, Logan.
It's time for the Preston Indians postgame show. Coming up, we'll recap the just completed game, take a look at the final stats, and a look at what's ahead for the Preston teams. The postgame show is brought to you by Ralph's Construction, building quality designer homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. For more information, call 435-232-1837.
Well, welcome here to the postgame show tonight as the Preston Indians able to pick up a nail-biting, incredible victory down to the last possible nubbin of time as Kessler Vaughn missed about a 17-foot jumper as time expired, and Preston wins it by the final score of 52-51.
Boy, Pocatello had their chances. Drew Jones hit what proved to be the winning basket on about a 14-foot jumper in the lane with about 40 or 50 seconds to go. Onaveros, their big guy, had a travel with 12 seconds. We thought, oh, we got it. We're up one. Then we throw the ball away and let Pokey take 3 cracks to win it, and they can't get any to go down. Regardless, great win here for the Preston Indians. Great win for the program after losing 6 in a row to this Pocatello team, who is comes in ranked number 1 in the state, deservedly so. Very good Pocatello team.
Absolutely. We're just glad to see that we finally got the break. You know, after that travel call, I thought, man, that's the break we needed after losing a tight one in Preston last year. and then to come back and think, oh no, we threw the ball away. It was kind of interesting, but we managed to hang on, and good defense, and the kids
did enough to win.
Good enough to win.
For the Indians, they improved their record to 12-3. They've now won 6 in a row, 8 of their last 9. For Pocatello, they are now 11-3, and see if they hold on to that number 1 spot in both the coaches and media polls when the polls come out again next week. This is a very impressive win by the Indians, but when you got a number 1 versus number 3, what do you expect?
Yeah, what a barn burner. And as Coach Jones mentioned in the pregame interview, this is just the first of what will probably be several games between these two teams. He kind of compared it to a 7-game series like you'd see in the NBA Finals.
Yep.
So the Indians take game 1, and it gives them a leg up right going into the start of the district play, but there's a lot of play yet to go.
Yep, absolutely.
And the one thing I think that is interesting about this matchup here is Pocatello might have the height and the agility and talent of Bowie, but we have 5 or 6 that can really compete with him, and do it with him and do a good job. We had a hard time keeping Onaveras out of the key tonight. He got, I don't know, what was it, 8 or 10, 12 points?
Yeah.
We'll talk about that, but he, that's a force. But with our outside shooting and with our ball movement, we were able to hang tight.
Now, when you and I drove over here this afternoon, John, we talked about how Titan Knapp was going to have to play strong inside. He did. He stepped up to the point where he eventually fouled out, but he used his 5 fouls well and used his body and strength inside.
Well, and, Onaveras has those big, long legs and arms, and when he probably outweighs Titan by about 30 pounds, but, it's easy to push him out of the way, but he takes those big steps around. He made a couple of real easy layups off the glass just because he could get around Titan.
Yep, exactly. So 52-51 the final. We'll come back, we'll look at the stat sheet, and we'll have more here on the post-game show as we continue from Pocatello on this Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team presentation of Preston Indian basketball on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
If you're looking for someplace new as you head into your golden years, look into the tradition of quality designer homes built by Ralph's Construction in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Working in Phase 3 now, with Phase 4 starting soon, these homes can be built to a floor plan that you desire, or Ralph's Construction has other options that you're sure to fall in love with. Call today for more information, 435-232-1837. Now is the time to plan for the finest home of your lifetime. Ralph's Construction, 435-232-1837.
Webb Funeral Home is proud to be the leading provider of funeral services in northern Cache Valley, including southeast Idaho, for almost 100 years. We are a full-service mortuary offering the highest quality services with very affordable pricing. We have plans to meet everyone's budget, from traditional funeral services to graveside services and cremation options. We gladly provide free insurance coverage review, quality headstones and monuments, as well as funeral transcriptions. Let us answer any questions you might have by calling us at 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, a trusted name in funeral service since 1925.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you'll be appreciated. It's even better to know that you can get everything you need, quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciates every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car or truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in where you'll be treated like a friend. 17 South State Street, Preston.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
All right, welcome back. Preston wins at 52-51. Let's look at the final numbers brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. Don't leave the things that matter to you to chance. Call Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency at 208-852-2364 or stop by and see them at 33 South 1st East in Preston. For the Pocatello Thunder tonight, Julian Bowie was his usual self. He finished with 20. Dre Contreras, very odd. He took 2 of those last 3 shots in the last 12 seconds. He hadn't scored in the game. He finishes with no points. Kessler Vaughn finished with 5. Tevin Williams also had 5. Parker Smith had 4, and Gage Onoveros finished with 14.
For the Indians, Dan, Reggie Larson, after a slow start, comes on strong and leads the Indians with 19 points tonight. Individually, he went 2 for 5 on twos, took 13 three-pointers and hit 5 of them, and he finishes with that 19. Other individual scoring, Cruz Harris goes 2 for 8, 0 for 1 on threes, and 2 for 2 from the line for 6 points. Drew Jones finished in double figures with 10. He went 2 for 3 on twos and 2 for 6 on threes. Titan Knapp, 6 points. He went 2 for 3 and 2 for 2 from the line. Jake Schumann also finished with 6. He went 3 for 6 and then 0 for 1 on threes. Reggie Larson, as we said, had those 19. Coulter Moffitt came in off the bench and had 3 points. He went 1 for 4 from threes and 0 for 1 on twos. Carson Winder scored 2 points off the bench. He went 1 for 4 and then 0 for 1 on threes. Team-wise, the Indians, not a great shooting night. I think as they look at the tape and the stat sheet, the coaches will say, you know what, we won this game and we didn't even shoot it very well. The Indians overall go 12 for 30 on twos, 8 for 26 on threes, and only 4 free throws, all of which were in the first half. The Indians did not attempt a free throw in the second half.
Wow.
They go 4 for 4 from the line to get their 52 points. They were down 40 to 44 at the end of 3, and then they end up winning it 52 to 51.
You think, okay, it's a 1-point game. It's a close game. How close was it? How about 14 lead changes and 7 ties in the game?
Boy, fans got their money's worth.
And there was only, I think the largest lead was only 6 points.
Yep,
I think so.
By the Indians.
So 52-51 the final. We'll take a timeout. We'll tell you what's up next for the Indians, and we'll go down around the table, get some final thoughts coming up right after this on this Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Group presentation of Preston Indian basketball on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
If you're looking for someplace new as you head into your golden years, look into the tradition of quality designer homes built by Ralph's Construction in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Working in Phase 3 now, with Phase 4 starting soon, these homes can be built to a floor plan that you desire, or Ralph's Construction has other options that you're sure to fall in love with. Call today for more information, 435-232-1837. Now is the time to plan for the finest home of your lifetime. Ralph's Construction, 435-232-1837.
When you think of a medical center's vital signs, you think of a monitor beeping. Today, Franklin County Medical Center is sharing a new set of vital signs. They're the vital signs of a growing hospital. Our new medical office building is now home to the care you depend on. You'll visit us here for primary, specialty, and walk-in care. Franklin County Medical Center has been a vital part of the region's healthcare since 1929, right in your neighborhood.
The greatest of life's moments can pass in the blink of an eye. Make sure you enjoy them with clear vision. The optometrists at Eye Care for You have been serving patients in Cache Valley and Preston for 43 years. As a full-service optical store, you'll find glasses, contacts, and professional eye health and vision exams. Doctors Philip Cromwell, Jeff Cromwell, and Lance Henderson are committed to providing you with professional care for your vision. Call today to schedule an appointment in Preston or Logan. Eye Care for You. Not just a name, but a commitment.
52-51 the final tonight as the Indians win it. As what an incredible game. Again, between the number 1 and number 3 ranked teams in both polls. I wouldn't expect anything less by the end of the night. Well, let's go down the table and get some final thoughts. Lyle, we'll start with you.
Yeah, happy bus ride home. The JV easy win, and the varsity, of course, the big one with a 1-point win. The Pocatello team starts 5 seniors, 4 of whom were starters last year. Preston starts 2 seniors and only returned 1 starter off last year's team. Great win on the road for a young, improving varsity Preston team.
Yeah, and tonight's game is going to be one of those that's going to build the confidence for the Indians, even for the rest of the year, but also for next year. Looking down the road, we saw tremendous output by the Indians on JV tonight against Pocatello, and this was just a phenomenal game to watch. I mean, I could go back and watch this one 2 or 3 times. Yeah. Of course, anytime we win, I would want to watch it again, but But yeah, what a great job. I thought the officials did a pretty good job. Of course, they always say that when you win, but I thought the officials did a good job too.
Well, it was a great night all in all, as Preston able to walk away with the 1-point win. Guys, we appreciate you coming all the way over here in the bad weather. As Lyle Fuller and John Slaughter, we always appreciate having you guys on the air.
Thank you. Great to be with you.
Well, up next for the Indians, they'll get a week off and they'll come back over here to Pocatello again. It's coming up next Wednesday. They have a date with the Century Diamondbacks at the Snake Pit. The Polar Bear pregame show will get started that night at 7 p.m. Tip-off will be around 7:30 coming up next Wednesday night. That will end our coverage for this evening. The executive producer of KCH Radio Sports is Val Cook. The associate producer is Cody Olson. Our studio coordinator tonight has been John Beverly, and our stage manager here in Pocatello, John Slaughter. We'll remind you again of the final score. Preston wins at 52-51. For John Slaughter and Lyle Fuller, I'm Dan Hubbard saying thanks for joining us on this Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team presentation of Preston Indian basketball here on KACH and on mylocalradio.com. Now, stay tuned. Coming up right after our broadcast is done, we'll have a complete rebroadcast of the Westside Girls as they face the Bear Lake Bears coming up for you in just a matter of minutes. So until then, from here in the pit in Pocatello, I'm Dan Hubbard saying goodnight from here in Pocatello.
Thank you for listening to the Preston Indians postgame show. This broadcast has been a production of Preston Broadcasting LLC and was intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Use of any portion of this production, its accounts or descriptions, in whole or in part, may not be used or rebroadcast without the express written permission of Preston Broadcasting LLC.